Hey. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, very good. Can I ask you some questions?
Ask me some questions.
Why did you make this hostel?
That's because nobody was able to convince me why not.
Yeah. And how did you have the idea to do it? And was somebody involved?
Looking out for holistic opportunities, holistic information,
Yeah.
holistic knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest reasons why we do this.
Ah, yeah.
With all the eco projects, with the farming, with the positive thoughts, co-living situations, yeah.
Ah. And okay. And how did it start?
It basically started with long time ago, where
Yeah.
maybe both me and Alyssa in our personal life were researching on something like this. I was, for example, I was doing permaculture studies, building eco building and stuff like this. And we met and
Who did you meet? You mean the French guy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Alyssa,
That's just
and,
because.
the meeting was very complimentary. We complement each other pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gave me the final motivation to start doing this.
Ah,
Then we moved here to Goa, looked out for a place,
okay.
and now we are doing it.
And does it work well?
What do you
Well, for the whole year, not every day, every month, but the whole year.
Yeah, it's
That's what I
working.
mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice. Yeah. Very positive.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
And the feedback which you get from all the people?
Most of the time it's usually with people referring more people, and that's one of the way people give us some feedback. And yeah, everybody new coming in, since we are not working on any other promotion method, word of mouth is the most prominent method. So yeah, with that and the feedback, it goes really nice. We are running the whole place. We don't have any boards, advertisements, no promotions, and it's working. So yeah, the feedback is nice.
Okay. Is it a lot of work for you both?
Depends if we try to look at with that perspective. But most of the things that we do here are the things that we like doing. So I'm not sure if it comes under the category of work, but yeah, there is always a lot of things to do, and that's why we always look out for volunteers. Like really, if anybody is there who can listen to us, most welcome to join us with this. And the most important thing that you need to do to be our volunteer is really get your bags. And you come in here, a lot of things to do with our garden, with the eco projects, yeah.
And if you volunteer, you basically don't have to pay anything.
You, for volunteers, it's basically there is first a deposit of 100 euros. Volunteer program can work for 1 month up to 3 months, in which we cater to food and accommodation of our volunteers.
Okay. 100 euro. 100
euros, but it's a completely refundable deposit.
Ah, okay.
So you deposit, you confirm your position, you come in, you stay, and at the end of the program, your deposit is given back.
Okay. Ah, yeah. Cool. And you have you work together with other places like restaurants and where you have kayaks and stuff like this. And with Arambol, you have I don't know. I'm not.
We are
perhaps
more
I'm
or
wrong.
less looking out for developing a larger community out of this. There is no something really strong that we can talk about right now. But yeah, we have this outlook and approach to look out for more people like this. Very recently, actually, one of our guests from Mauritius, they started their own community place, and we shared the link on our Facebook page and everywhere to let people know. And we would love to help them grow like the way we did. And if we can escalate it for them in some way, that would be really nice. And that's for almost anybody who tries to do something similar.
Oh, okay. And I forgot now. Oh yeah, why? What do you think? Why does it become very famous in India in a small way and gets more and more known? You don't do much advertisement. You just have a website and you don't do something like this. But you have any idea why? Especially Indians, they really, and Westerners too. They just know when you travel around. Oh, no name in Goa, I have to go.
Yeah, it's. I think it's something. Since it's very holistic, it appeals to a larger audience, and there is a global alternate movement anyway going on, and a lot of people for sure can feel part of it, even if they're here or not. A lot of people, I'm sure, they're planning to come here. It does not follow somehow in the timeline of the life, and it's just not the right time. But I'm sure there's a lot of people, and we are also looking out for people for motivation, for more talking and more living. It's really important to see other people also thinking like this, and what has been one of the principles to look out for people who are thinking similar.
Okay. And do you have any future ideas to make it bigger, to make a network around the world, or to become
maximum till tomorrow? We have a plan, yeah, for sure. It's very organic project. You can feel it, we know it, and we like to talk about it. And that's the approach that we also have towards the future. We really like it to observe it, really live it. It's a really for us it's a life experience, and it's just flowing with our life. And it's kind of somehow with the people who are working here, the future is very dependent on what the people who are here, what do we see out of this project, and the future is completely on it.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, you want to say something, like a final word?
Yeah, it's with this place here, of course, everybody is welcome, and if anybody is looking forward how to come here, our website is nonamehostel.com. Very simple. You can always write to us. There's on the website there's a lot of information. If we try to make it really clear, if there is any queries, you should definitely write to us. All the links are on the website.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
You did found a few years ago a hostel, or describe it in your own words. How would you describe it?
Yeah, actually a few years ago we co-created a hostel. It was a free hostel, that's how we wanted to call it at the time. And slowly with life happening and flowing around, maybe our vision of it changed a little bit. Also some input from the people staying with us. Since there are a lot of long-term guests and long-term volunteers and long-term family members, actually, it's becoming more a community vibe than a hostel. But still, we are working on this. Like we have some rooms, we have different kind of accommodation, we provide meals. So in a sense, it is a hostel. If you want to take it as a hostel, it can be.
No, I just asked.
I mean,
you can describe it.
For whoever wants to take it as a hostel.
Okay.
But yeah, it has a little bit more behind it. So we believe in this long relation, because we think everyone has some different skills, some different quality, and if we manage to have these expressed in a safe environment, it can create wonders. So for that, to be willing to share their skills, people need to be in a certain zone. And this place is this zone, as we wish it. So we wanted to create a very nice environment to people, to share, to exchange, and to grow together, basically.
Mm-hmm. But you're French, and you live now in...
I'm French, yeah.
Yeah, but you live now in India. And you have Indian men.
Yeah.
And how did it start that you met, and that you had the idea to make it where you both are the owner actually?
So I came in India for the end of my studies. I had to make an internship. So I was based in Delhi for a few months, and very quickly I met Ankit. And
what did you study? If I may ask.
Corporate social responsibility.
What?
Corporate social responsibility.
Okay.
yeah, we met in Delhi, and even there, like he was doing some party decor and stuff, so I was helping him already with some stuff. Then we moved to Himachal Pradesh in Kasol, and we helped a cafe with, we helped a friend with his cafe. So we built the structure, and we got this first touch with the traveling crowd. These traveling people who were dropping by, staying for some time and going somewhere else, and carrying the knowledge and the experience they got everywhere a little bit further and sharing it around again and again. And we found these people really interesting, and whatever they were carrying, very interesting as well. So from that perspective, we wanted to have a space that is dedicated to that, to this like quality interaction between people, to like, yeah, a little bit higher level conversation than you can have in a normal cafe. Like basically cut the crap and go straight to what you really want to talk about in an environment where it's okay to talk about it because everyone actually thinks about it, so we need to start. So yeah, after this cafe experience, we wanted to start something of our own. And Ankit is a very outgoing guy, like he really has that initiative and he's quite sure of what he wants. So we found this place very easily. And yeah, I could help, of course, a little bit with the studies I've done. It was quite helpful. And we started this crowdfunding at the very beginning of the project. So that was a way for people interested in this kind of space to found it themselves. And we wanted to be free for some people who could not afford staying for 1 month in a hostel. But of course it has to be very clear that some people have money and they are okay to help with that. Some people don't have money, so they will be okay to help with something else. And yeah, everyone has this thing to bring, has this thing to share, so we can make really, we can design something for individual persons. That's also, yeah. The human part is very important in this. So yeah.
Why did you take a northern part of Goa? I mean, India is big.
Yeah, Goa is. We came to Goa a little bit before starting the project, and it has, of course, this very unique touch. So the local people are very used to tourists, and yeah, their approach of like white people to be very global is a little bit different as for the rest of India. So that door of entry is making it easy, but the biggest point is that it's already a hub for people to come, to create, to share. It has been happening for now, yeah, quite a long time. So maybe 50, 60 years have passed where people are trading different things from all around the world, and yeah, it keeps going on. These guys are still around here. A lot of international events happening, basically. People from the world will gather in Goa, and this wave we wanted to enjoy, of course. And why the north part? Because it is still a little bit away from the turbulence that all this gathering brings. And yeah, here we are, like we have space, basically. We have physical space to put something a little bit further if we want to and rearrange what we have. And we have also mental space. We have good air, we have drinkable water, like all these facilities are possible because we are a little bit aside. Yeah.
Okay. Why did you take the name No Name?
Because it's not what matters, really. Because creating a name is creating an identity, and after that you get attached to the identity of that thing, and maybe you get carried away from what the real thing is. Like, and then you also put a lot of expectation, and you put a tag, basically. By putting a name you put a tag. You have to fulfill what you are saying in the name. If I'm called Monkey Hostel, then in Monkey Hostel I will expect something related to monkeys or something like that. And if it's not there, it's just because it's not what matters.
Okay. And why does it become very known from month to month in India and around the traveler scene? People told me, I don't know, but people told me 6 months ago people didn't know this community, the Kollektiv, and now they know when they start talking in Varanasi, oh, know him. Ah, know him. Do you have any idea between the Indians and the Westerners?
Yes. I think these people are talking a lot. The travelers, this is a way of exchanging information. They still value a lot. Talking to people, meeting people, and getting a lot of them are super spontaneous and they would not want to plan their travel. They will just go and meet people and get their clues of where they have to go from what they hear. And the word of mouth is definitely what is working best for us, in the sense that people reaching us through the story they have heard and something, it's amazing actually. They come and they really know what they will find, and it's always amazing to have this reference also, like, oh, I came from this guy, and we can remember this person and we can share about that also. But the question was not that. The question was,
why does it become more famous in India and between the locals and the travelers? Have you any idea, or you just happy that it's like this?
I'm not just happy. I think people see a side of what they want that maybe they did not expect, because I did not go in a lot of places like that. I know some exist. I know there is something, maybe authenticity, or something that people actually want, but they don't even know they want it. So they look for it, but a little bit randomly. And when they find it, then it feels good, and it feels that you want to share it, and you want people to feel it also. It's maybe also people coming to Goa have this kind of expectation about the hippie times and the hippie people and the hippie culture, and maybe they can also find it here more than a little bit more south. But it's just words, like the hippie terms. I don't love that word, but I understand the whole concept. I understand what can be behind it and why you would want to feel like that.
Do you find it difficult as a French woman to live in India, in Goa, with an Indian? And do you find it in a community, like in a Kollektiv, where you find it sometimes difficult, or you did find it difficult at the beginning or something? Because, I don't know.
Here, really, I found the best brothers and sisters I could ever expect. So I've been living in India before. I've never felt any problem as a woman being in India. If you are going with acceptance and lucidity and open mind, really everything is fine. But here in Goa, definitely no problem at all. I like most of the team. The long-term team is actually my Indian brothers, and now it's really my family, and I feel really good living here with them.
Okay. You have any future plans for this Kollektiv, to make it a global big concern, or to keep it tiny, or I don't know? Question mark.
So ideally, we are working a lot on what we call cosmic advertisement. So if we feel something should be, we try to imagine it happening, and we start from that. We feel that a lot of people are working on the same idea, because idea is not someone's idea, is just floating there, and whoever can catch it has that right state of mind at this moment, he grabs it and he makes it his. And he can manifest it if he has the material means and everything to do with that. That was our point. We could manifest it. A lot of other people can manifest it. what lacks very often is the trust, is the confidence that it's actually possible and that it will work. So we really wish that an experience here inspire people who are in this page to just do it. What we wish is literally a global network of such spaces, and people could travel around these places, and we could exchange resources, idea, material, and we can save a lot of time, evolve parallelly and together at the same time, and using the same traveling principle. But if eventually you have all around the world these kind of spots where your skills are valued and your knowledge is valued, and you can really live out of it in a way, because this is what the community needs to some extent. If you're a carpenter and you can build all the furniture for the spaces, you could just go from one to the other community and live there one after the other. So we have a couple of friends who have started actually recently, and we wish it will go on with that. So that's for the very international part of it. But for here in Goa, there are a few things we need to sort also for ourselves. Larger food production, so we can be sustainable at this level, and energy creation also. Because it needs to be complete, it needs to be really holistic, and now we are a little bit touching everything, but we need to root ourselves and eventually to get sustainable. That's the wish.
Do you want to say something for the final word?
I wish everyone love and light and happiness. Namaste.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.